As we all know, LGBTQ stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and in some cases questioning. I'll be focusing on the B in LGBTQ, which stands for bisexual. Although it is a big part of the LGBTQ community, a lot of people have had a hard time understanding what it means to be bisexual or dismiss bisexuality altogether, saying that bisexuality is a false sexual identity. In Yoshin's article about the erasure of bisexuality, they talk about how hetero and homosexuals have both played a part in dismissing the fact that bisexuality is its own sexuality rather than it being, for lack of a better term, a phase, and that they will eventually go on to picking a side. Due to people's lack of knowledge or sometimes competence, it can lead to mental health issues and cause isolation for bisexual identifying people. The erasure of bisexuality goes as far as heavily affecting bisexuals' mental health. Many of the health issues that stem from bisexual erasure is the feeling of isolation from straight and gay communities. For example, from San Francisco's Human Rights Commission states that bisexual men are 6.3 times more likely to report suicidal thoughts or attempts than heterosexual men, and that bisexual women are 5.9 times more likely to report suicidal thoughts or attempts than heterosexual women. These numbers are also higher than those of gay or lesbian women and men. Gay men or lesbian women. It wasn't even until recently that people finally started deciding on doing research specifically for bisexual identifying people. As a bisexual person myself, I have gotten criticism from different people questioning me, my sexuality, or trying to invalidate me because of my limited experience with women. I have talked with other bisexual peers about the subject and they told me about their experiences. Although they have told me that they want to remain anonymous, I was able to write down what they told me. For example, they asked if they felt like they were accepted into the LGBT community. They told me about how they felt like a fraud because they felt like they could only choose between being either completely straight or completely gay. A common misconception of bisexuality is that whether you are in a relationship with a man or a woman, you're still considered bisexual, not gay or straight. This experience of invalidation is something that is too common within the bisexual community. Out of the people who were willing to partake in my interview, they all mentioned how they felt like a fraud because of how black and white society has deemed queerness. I also feel the same way.